Amsterdam. Tonight we are joining a group of Guru as they gather and have gathered with some of their kinfolk. For those of you who may not have been following or may have missed some, they have found out that their kinfolk are being evacuated from the Sept, which they're logically suspicious of, as that should be a secure location. Further, they're being evacuated to undisclosed locations, as there's numerous concerns and many unanswered questions. They have decided collectively that they will arrange for some of their more capable kinfolk who are still around to be transported, and will tail them to get more information and decide how to proceed from there. As they've arranged this somewhat off the grid, it was recommended they gather off Sept, or at the edge of the Sept rather, to simply, here's some of our kinfolk that need to be evacuated type of thing. The two kinfolk who are being arranged to be evacuated are Angrim Sigurdsson, who's a cousin to both Eric and Air from another branch of the family, as well as Astrid Sigurdsson, who has recently returned and who is Air's sister. They're both with Thorgrim at the arranged meeting point. And with that, I will turn it over to you guys to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, Eric is just sitting by one of the trees, very grim. He's fully armored, just watching, waiting. Rune has nearly half of his family already at risk, so he's not willing to wait around and fuck around, really. He just kind of doesn't really say anything to anybody. He's just grimly staring forward, very focused, very ready to go.
Air's kind of chilling with her sister, making sure she's good, because it's been quite a long time. Making sure she's good with this plan, so on and so forth.
She's quite willing to help. She's kind of sees this as an opportunity as well. She's always wanted to be more involved and had hoped at one point that she would change. So the to her, this is her way of doing what she can, which is more than what she thought she'd be able to.
Rena's sitting probably not terribly close to, but also not terribly far away from Eric. Just letting her presence close by hopefully be comforting. And while she's sitting there, she has probably got like a whetstone out and is taking time to sharpen her knife.
And while Grace's presence is physically quite subtle, because no matter how big she is right now, she's keeping it quiet, kind of getting in the zone. After all, there's no telling what's going to happen and what'll be necessary. So she's fully prepared, has already kind of shaken herself out, loosened up, and gotten light-footed. But she's still very present in the link, a constant kind of jovial thought line. She hunkers down somewhere just, out of the way.
Abby walks up with a few coffees, one for the kinfolk and one for her packmate and herself.
Air will kind of give Abby a nod, but she's pretty preoccupied.
You did not seem to sleep well last night, so I thought some coffee would help.
Well, we'll see. It might.
It is understandable, of course. Your family is at risk here, so I would have had trouble sleeping as well.
My family's a lot of things. I don't think being at risk is something new to any of them. And she kind of glances at both Angrim and Astrid at that point, like,
You're right, but this time their fate is in your hands, so you feel a little more. Oh, what is the word in English? And her mind just trails off as she starts pondering words.
she just kind of shakes her head.
Astrid downs most of the coffee in relatively rapid fashion. She's kind of starts bouncing around, obviously ready to go as well.
Arrow kind of look at Abby. I hope she doesn't start seeing sounds. Last time I saw somebody consume coffee that fast, it was interesting experience.
Good thing I did not do the awakening on the coffee then.
That'd be bad. That'd be oh yeah.
Everyone's here. Good. Eric will just stand up. Clicks the sword in the sheath and holds it over his shoulder. We should get moving.
Astrid comes up to you before you can get very far, and she holds out a small bag and says, "I'm supposed to give these to you."
Dude, take it and open it, just taking a look inside.
There's a half a dozen small dried gourds inside, clearly talons.
Just nods. He'll toss them to Grace, distribute those out. Actually, not Grace, Runa. Runa's right behind me, so he just tosses them over to Runa, distribute those out evenly among the group. Just gives, thank you, cousin.
How many are there in the bag?
There are 6.
Okay, there's 6 in the bag and 1, 2. Okay. This is all right.
She says, as you pass them over to Runa, she says, "Well, I was being fostered and taught more. Your mother told me stories of how valuable and important these can be. How great warriors would go into battle with nothing, no armor, but nothing but their blade and one of these gourds, and come out the other side carrying the skulls of the heads of their enemies."
Nod. Is how we Oryxons do. Just pats her on the shoulder. Take a gourd and stow it on his person and just nod at everybody.
Angrim starts to follow close as well, and he looks at Eric and he says, "You're not going to put that sword in me if I start having to do anything weird, are you?"
No. I will merely knock you out with my fist.
He chuckles and he says, "Got it. If I have to do weird things, make sure I'm out of arm's reach."
Gives a nod. It will be good for you.
Air's just gonna kind of shake her head and give them both a glance.
Angrim just kind of shrugs as he follows and says, "I understand not everyone's a fan of what I am. Therefore, I make sure the boundaries are laid out clearly before I am."
I'm not gonna lie. There, at least in the link, she manages to stifle it that much, but there's a snicker just because that was some choice phrasing.
Erica just, nod. We shall see what happens tonight then. And if all goes well, you won't have to be doing that.
Thorgrim kind of walks along with the group a little off to the side, and he goes, "When do these things ever fucking go well?"
Never. You just, gives that grim nod as he's walking along.
I have the war pack on standby. I'm keeping in contact with the rest of them should we need them to do damage control. But I didn't think it prudent to be obvious dragging the entire war pack with us.
Nod. All right. Maragabash is already moving ahead. Era suggests yours do the same. We will need eyes and ears where we can't see them. They should be in a position where they can begin tracking.
Yeah. Have we discussed where we're planning to stake out the kinfolk?
Probably get them dropped off and then wait and then follow the move then really to get to a point where we can either intercept or move on. You know what I mean? It's set up a meeting place where they're going to get dropped off and then we're all going to follow essentially from what I'm understanding the plan was.
Yeah. So wherever that drop place is, Grace will begin slithering ahead. Slither.
Yeah, and they do have a gathering spot where they're getting some other kinfolk ready to kind of move out, the next group.
Slither, Tyler.
You can see they're getting loaded up into some vehicles at the edge of the sept. They keep there's a maintenance garage there where they keep a couple of vehicles, and there's 4 other kinfolk there. No one of any real note that you guys have met before, but kinfolk who have been around the sept for a while. Most of the kinfolk who are left are Biana or Get being gathered.
Abby's going to start putting in a tracer to follow through the cameras of the city where the vehicles are going as soon as they leave Sept.
Okay. So just kind of like mark the license plates and stuff.
Mark license plates, track them through cameras.
Right. Have them so that the cameras flag those plates.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Would you like me to roll for it?
That will be a intelligence computer, and that should be a dish 6 because that's a system you've been in before.
Grace will just, in the meantime, vehicles, awesome. shika down to Lupus and lodge herself somewhere and start stretching because that's going to be a fuck of a run. Lupus fast though.
If hacking or what's my other one? Problem solver come into play for specialties.
Hacking would be applicable.
Okay, I have a 13 successes.
All right. Well, then you should have no problem whatsoever.
So yeah, she stays there by air otherwise.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? These vehicles that they're loading them into, what kind of vehicles we talking here?
Yeah, like big SUVs, 3-row vans, that sort of something to that effect, like a big passenger vehicle.
So I guess the two questions are they being packed like full of people or just,
No, these people have like a backpack of clothes or that, a small suitcase, that sort of thing, because they've been told, hey, you're going kind of like a little mini vacation, stay with some other kin. So they're not being like packed to the gills in there. This isn't like a refugee bus or something headed for the border. It's more of a have a nice trip.
yeah, you know what? Grace is just going to slither up because, with her stealth, chances anyone's going to see her pretty low. Slither up and wait for one of them to be about ready to like close the trunk. And like, just like, ooh, wait for the moment. Because you know what? That's way easier than chasing cars. And we'll wait for someone to like reach up to close the trunk, pause to talk to somebody, and just into the trunk. Just jump up.
Okay. That shouldn't be a problem. And Thorgrim will go up to the folks who are kind of getting everybody loaded up and organized, and he says, "You guys got room for 2 more? We have a couple of late hangers on. One had just gotten back, and of course, Angrim, getting him to leave his camp is a trick some days. But we want to make sure they're with the rest. They've got cousins who are already sent out, I believe. Some of the Uriksons. And the warder, we call it Bonar, says, yeah, get them loaded up. Plenty of room. We could fit twice as many people in these things if we had to, but they're vehicles, not sardine cans. And Thorgrim kind of motions to have them get in one of the vehicles together. Grace, you on high or low?
High or low?
Yeah.
High roller.
All right, they're in the same vehicle you're in.
Oh boy. We had to be SUV buddies as I rest luxuriously on top of all of these people's belongings.
They also load two other kinfolk. One is a Fianna as well. And then the other is actually a Strider kinfolk. Not that there's a lot of those here, but may have been one that they picked up in the city.
She'll keep a nose out for, palpable pure breed, but she's not gonna like look. There's necessary risk, and then there's like poking your head up like a gopher to be a dumbass while you're trying to maintain stealth. So she'll just keep a nose out and stay hunkered down on top of the belongings and behind these seats and this closed door.
So, is there just one vehicle or multiple?
No, there's two of them.
Two, okay. I may have missed that, and that's why
Yep.
I asked.
Yep, two vehicles. Excuse me. One of them that now seats 4 people, and the other one has 3 people. And the warder kind of nods, and a couple of NARs, other bone NARs. Kind of people who they hang around the set, but they've never really been anyone to note. And they both get in to drive. And Thorgrim kind of claps the warder on the shoulder and says, "It's good to know they're in good hands." And then he turns and heads back. Just kind of starts walking away a little bit as the vehicles pull out.
All right. Let's follow along. Eric just starts walking to his own car.
Runo will tag along behind him.
You'll kind of glance at Abby. Shall we?
I can drive it, but I would just pray we do not get in an accident.
That'd be a good thing.
Thorgrim
No.
kind of will look over and say, "Well, how many vehicles are we thinking here?"
I don't think we should take a lot of them.
Just
There's
the one.
two,
Just
at
the
least.
one. Just the one will do. It's enough to fit all of us in here. Grace is already in one of them, which counts a discount number, and we'll be fine. So, put 3 in the back. Runo will be in the front seat with me. I'll drive. He just opens the car door and gets in. Come on, we're wasting time.
Runo climbs in the front seat.
Thorgrim will get in the back, and he gets in the middle, and he says, "Well, if anyone's got an in with any rental companies, it might not be prudent to get the paperwork started in case we need additional vehicles. We don't know if we're going to be moving a group of people." And then he kind of looks and he goes, "Wait, this is Amsterdam. Someone around here rents out a party bus. I guarantee it."
Air will glance at Abby. I think that's
I think we'll just take the cars they're using. As he just starts the engine and just starts driving.
Oh yeah, Thorgrim's in the car. He's thinking contingency or exit if there's a group that needs to leave with you guys.
We'll just take the cars that they've been using to transport. After all, it'll raise less suspicion. And if we dress shabby enough, I'm sure we can pass as bonars. It won't be difficult. We'll just dress like shit.
Thorgrim just kind of chuckles and says, "Yes, I'm sure there's a tourist or two we could rob if need be. Then we'd blend in."
There we go. And
So you guys are tailing the vehicle?
Yeah, he'll tail. Because, yeah, he'll tail.
Let's go. Probably a wits and streetwise to kind of be discreet enough to not be obvious about it.
Cool. I'll drop a willpower. Just roll on flat wits. Looks like you've got no streetwise. It's a good thing I've spent a willpower because that would have been a botch otherwise. So that's just one success. Whew. Jesus.
All right. You're not certainly not pulling any James Bond slickness with your tailing, but you were able to kind of keep them in sight and hang back. A couple of times you thought, they kind of get far enough where you might lose them, but you're able to pick them back up. And yeah, but you're getting a pretty clear route on your phone as well.
Are they both going in the same direction?
Yes, they're traveling together.
Does it look like they're going anywhere that has history of slave trading or anything?
Well, you can't tell yet because they're kind of just going, but they are going through some of the rougher parts of the city. And you guys are following them, but I'm sure that's probably something Eric would know too. It's like, oh, this isn't really my favorite part of town.
Mm-hmm.
What side of town is it? Being as I'm from here, I might have a better idea.
I don't know. It's
Just a bad one.
a bad part of town. A little rougher. Not quite as maintained as the red light district because it doesn't have the tourism, but it's got kind of the same culture and vibe to it a little bit. And they do pull up eventually to a motel. Not really a nice one. It's not bad, but you can tell it's kind of been made to look very Amsterdam red light, to kind of play up that vibe. And Abby, you have seen this location on film fairly recently.
Abby, Eric can feel it through the pack link even as Abby just turns to her and just has this like, oh shit look on her face.
Eric kind of looks glances at her at the side of her eye.
Grace, you can hear the people getting out, and you start. The drivers are. I'll get out, make sure you grab your bags, and we'll head on in. You've got a block of rooms reserved.
Yeah, Grace will probably let people like shuffle out, and then since they're doing that first, we'll slither up into the seat area once that's vacated and let them kind of do their shit at the trunk. And similarly, when they go to close the trunk, we'll just slip out and try to slither under the car.
All right.
It's one of those things where, like, again, she's good at being a ninja, but why take unnecessary chances? So hopefully someone will be like, as they go to close the trunk or whatever, be looking over, calling over to someone else, something like that, and that will be the moment that she seizes to slide out and under.
After conversing with Abby briefly for the pack link, she kind of starts. She's kind of better scanning the area.
Yeah, once the trucks look like they're pulling in, Eric will park, drive down a bit extra, park up, and just gets out.
Yep, Air's getting out.
Since they're over there yelling about what they've got for people, what block of rooms are they saying they have reserved? Grace will make sure that she makes mention of this through the link back to the main group.
They have one ground floor of one wing reserved as for all
All the
people from the sept, and they mentioned that it has access to an underground garage for if they need to get out to get errands, they can be escorted to it. They need supplies, that sort of thing. So
Did they park up at ground level or did they park in the underground garage?
they parked at ground level because they're just dropping people off. But they do mention that there's vehicles that they can use.
All right. Yep. Relaying. And we'll find herself a good place to scamper off to and start shadowing the group.
Yeah, Eric's gonna start creeping in unless anyone tells him otherwise.
Just so you know, there are children here, so be careful.
All right, so caveat. Are there going to be children in this scene?
Not in scene, no. They're in the building. They will not.
They will not be showing up in any of the rooms that we enter, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Air just kind of looks at Abby and gives her a nod. And, so, is this that side of town?
What do you mean?
Is it the red light district?
I said no. It's
okay.
like
I didn't hear you.
It's that same kind of grungy.
Okay.
The red light district at least has some upkeep. This area does not. This is
Correct.
pure
Okay,
shit.
clarifying.
This is what the red light district would be if it didn't have tourist appeal. All right, so you guys are going to approach the hotel.
Yep.
Are you just walking right up? Are you waiting until they drive off first?
I will wait till they drive off. Yeah, like I said, Eric is approaching stealthy. He'll take the time to drive past, and he'll probably use some of the other cars that are parked as cover and all that. No, Eric's not playing stupid with this.
Another good question is, do any of the Guru remain? Or is it just the kinfolk kind of figuring it out? Or is there another kinfolk there showing them where to go? But do any recognize?
They're handed off. There's kind of other people that are directing them inside. These two Guru are just here as drivers. So once they're unloaded and through the front doors, they drive away.
All right. Does Grace notice any recognized faces as far as SEP members go? She expects to see kinfolk, but Guru is a noteworthy thing.
Oh, I got you. I follow you now.
Yeah, basically, as she's following, creeping along, who does she see that should not be here and is a point of interest that they are here?
They do have the den father, who you guys will recall is a Bonar Regavesh, and he is here. Seems to kind of be spearheading some of the coordination.
Okay.
And then there are you do recognize a couple of shadow lords that are seem to be kind of acting as fairly blatant guards. They've got rooms like on the upper level above the block that was rented, that sort of thing, and they're just standing on the balconies.
Yep, all the more reason to maintain stealth. Again, carefully feeding back. There are some. I recognize some of the shuttle lords here. They're set up on the second level. Might have rooms up there, but they're just set up on the corners looking. Denfather's in here though. He's the one seems to be organizing everyone into rooms and into places.
Good. He will be the name of question first. Figure us a way in. I'm going to stay by the cars.
See what I can find. And yeah, she'll kind of, again, try to take advantage of things like doors that are left open too long, snuffling around, looking for alternative entrances, areas that the Shadow Lords are not covering, hopefully.
All right. Let's do a wits and streetwise. Try
Okay.
and pick up some of those paths of entrance that are less noticeable.
Do.
I'm gonna go where air is probably better off being used and keeping an eye on things in the Umbra. Find a nice spot to slip sideways and not be seen.
I spent an utterly unnecessary willpower and got 5 successes.
All right. You find a couple of different options. There's some fire escapes, like for the upper rooms. There are a couple of other doors, like, how a hotel typically has doors you can walk out but not back in without a key card at the ends.
Like
That sort of
staff
thing.
entrances, etc.
Right. There's a
I suppose if it's one wing, they could always come in like the other side of the building that isn't being watched and just walk in through the halls.
there is also a like a maintenance entrance for a boiler room and stuff.
Yeah, she'll go around and like nose the doors to check them to see if they're actually locked or not. Not actually looking to go inside, just kind of give them a nudge to see if they'll give.
Yeah, from the outside they do seem to be secured. There is also the ramp down to the garage down below.
All right, so I've got a fire escape going up to the second floor. You could come and take the guards by surprise if you liked. There's the ramp going down to the garage that they said is down below the motel. And there's a couple entrances here. I can't open them from outside, but I could probably get in and just pop them open for you. Or just do my thing and get them to pop open,
I'll take the fire escape towards the guards. You get in, see what you can find, get me confirmation. Once you get confirmation, I'll move on the guards and remove them. Runa, you're with me.
Yes, right?
Yes, Ray.
I can start creeping towards the fire escape.
Runa will follow after him.
And thinking.
Abby looks at Thorgerson, since they're the two left. I guess we to go the front door. Or do you think we should go down beneath then?
Yeah. Gestures to the far end and says, Well, if they've got lookouts here, they may on that end. And so there's a concern if we go that route.
Eric will like stick his head out from one of the cars and just sweep along to where one of the doors is, like pointing. That way.
Alright, so you're heading towards the door. You kind of indicate that they should head that way.
Yeah, they should head towards one of the door, and Eric will take the fire escape. You can point, over to which door and everything, so they're both coming roughly around the same area.
And Grace will work on getting inside to pop the door for them so they can come in through the more subtle entrance.
Abby will make her way to the door and use open seal.
What's the gauntlet around here?
It was there's 5, so, and we have air on that side as well. On the Umbra side, the building looks significantly more run down in the Umbra.
Okay.
Definitely has like a sketchier feel to it as well. There's some hunger spirits and pain spirits hanging around, but mostly it's just kind of decaying.
Okay, well, when we get closer to where the vehicles were pulled in, that's where I'm pushing my way towards. I mean,
Right towards the front entrance.
we're in the Umbra, so I mean, as I know that we parked away, didn't park directly there, so I'm heading that way. I'm taking note on everything other than just the rundown. He said I got the spirits in there. So yeah, we'll check front first.
Alright. So Abby and Thorgrim get to the door. Abby pops the door. Pokes, Thorgrim kind of looks inside, and of course that's right when Grace comes up to open the door. She discovers it is open.
Yeah, look on the bright side. Grace doesn't have to break stealth to go pop and open doors. Hot damn.
And we've got Eric headed for the fire escape.
With Rena right behind him.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's at the main entrance on the Umbra side. There's in the inside it's relatively active in this wing. And Grace would have noticed as she was kind of coming through too that a lot of the rooms, the doors are kind of dropped part way. People are moving between rooms. For the kin who have been here a little bit, at least it's kind of become a community.
Okay. Yeah, she's just honestly at this point, she's gotten people in. She's just going along and trying to stay subtle and listening here and there. Familiar voices, sounds of distress or upset. Uh, I don't know, anything that would stick out as strange. I imagine most people are in their rooms and not really lingering in the halls.
Yeah, they're not really hanging out too much other than, casual conversation once in a while, but um give me a perception empathy.
Ooh, I'll do that.
Eric, the room you guys get up to is empty. Seems there's a couple of empty rooms upstairs from what you can kind of tell at first glance.
Just
Um, Here, as you get inside, it's kind of more of the same uh, in the Umber side, although there is a lot more. There is some like fear spirits and stuff on this side.
Okay, so before it was pain spirits and what else?
Hunger.
Hunger. Okay, and now we've got fear.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And Grace, you would kind of pick up that these are all kinfolk that were at least passing familiar with each other because they all lived on the sept, but they're kind of there's some tension being hooped up in like this together, and
nasty case of the forced cohabitation.
yeah,
Awkward roommate syndrome.
right, yeah, on a large scale because there are in your travel here, you'd guess there's probably between 20 and 30 kinfolk here at least.
How many are being crammed to a room?
The rooms are typically if there's two single kinfolk, they might have two double beds. If it's a family, they might have like a couple and a kid in a room, but they don't
Okay.
have, it's not like they're being overcrowded. Just that when you literally have rooms lined up side by side with 30 other people, and that's the only ones you're interacting with.
All right.
And some of them have been there a little longer, longer too. The first arrivals have been there a couple weeks now, living in the same hotel room.
Yep. I'm gonna continue my snooping and pooping. Potentially listening around to see if I can find Helga, and if barring that, try to figure out where the first group was probably moved in, because they probably did something like start at one end of the hall and just been filling rooms along the hall as they go for the sake of simplicity. So if this group's getting, has been kind of shoot into rooms on this end, well, time to work my way to the other and see if I can find any signs of distress or unease or anything really, or weird conspiratorial talks. That'd be cool. I'll get it in air duct. Unearth a conspiracy. It'll be great.
Give me a perception investigation.
Key. Do. 4 dice. Oh, fuck it. That's worth spending willpower on. Hilariously. Okay, 3 successes. I keep banking that I'm not going to get any.
Yeah, and then you won't have the willpower when you do need it.
I always have willpower.
Three
Doofus.
3 successes. You do find Eric's kinfolk and stuff.
Listening at the door, is there a chance that it's just the 2 of them to the one room, since they would both be marked as single?
It is. Conveniently.
Yeah.
And
I
there
just
is you.
slither
Okay.
in there.
All right, good. Okay. You're actually going in their room?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Gonna do the courtesy. Well, you know what? They're not doing anything too scandalous. They don't know each other that well. So yeah, I'm just gonna fucking zloop into that room as soon as I hear the voices and recognize them.
All right.
At which point I will totally break stealth. I mean, unless there's people in there that shouldn't be.
No, it's just Thorgrim's looking at Abby and kind of motions at, looking at, like try and duck into a room that's either an empty one or the utility room or something like that. Not just stand in the hallway.
She nods in agreement and says, "There are plenty of pain, hunger, and fear spirits on the other side."
He nods and says that that's probably not a good thing.
So into a room Abby and him go.
Yeah, he'll kind of snag one and you guys duck in and he kind of motions to, he, if we chain the door but keep it open a little bit, we can peer out.
Abby's gonna see if she can hack into the cameras in the building, see if there are any on the hallways, track movement of people, Garu.
Well, they don't have cameras. This is not that nice of a hotel.
She was hoping.
Here you find one of the rooms on the Umber side has 12 Norse warriors in it.
Oh yeah.
There are 12
spirits. I'm assuming. Yep. Have I seen these spirits before?
No.
No, not at the gym.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting. Well, just Norse spirits? Like, do they have a type? Like,
I mean,
are they just like dudes?
Norse
like
warriors.
What? Okay.
It's a gender mix, but
okay.
Derek and Runa, you guys have the empty room there. There's I don't know if you're gonna just head down the hall or if you're looking for anything in particular on that floor. Or...
I know the guards are up on this floor, so what we're going to do is we're going to creep room to room before we reach where the room the guards are in, and I'll have Runa take a look. She's the file doc. She's probably better at searching than I am, and I will cover her as she's searching. I'll be listening in for everything, and waiting on info from any of the others, like Grace or anything like that, or Thorgrim, as well as waiting for the go signal so I can go in there and murder the shit out of these two Shadow Lords, essentially, while Runa checks around for anything.
All right. So, perception and investigation.
Yes.
Alrighty.
There you would recognize them as ancestor spirits.
That's one success, assuming the difficulty of 6.
Difficulty is 6. You find a number of mini fridges have decent amount of food, beverages, that sort of things. The rooms up here seem to be pretty well equipped.
Runa will relay that information through the pack link. Rooms seem to be decently kept up. Many fridges are stacked with food and drink.
Grace, go back and check on Thorgrim, see what they've found.
Yeah. Just one moment. I think I found Helga. Figure if anyone can tell me what's going on.
Helga's safe.
Oh, no. Just figure maybe she's seen something. Because I haven't spotted nothing out of line yet.
We have no word from Air yet, so he, glances into the room waiting.
I'll check on the others in a moment. We just have a quick word with Helga.
Trying to figure out whose ancestor spirits they are. Obviously, I mean, it could be. There's a few of us here of.
They don't seem associated with any person.
Okay. Well, I guess. She's going to find out if they're here protecting somebody or who they're looking after here, if anybody. I mean, what's the situation? Like what? Because they seem to be the more, with all the other spirits and the way this place looks, they're kind of out of place.
All right, so you're just going to talk to them, or?
Yeah.
Okay. The one of them kind of looks at you and nods and says, "We recognize you, daughter of Fenris, but we have charges here. And at this point, none but the bearer himself we consider to be trustworthy." One of the other ones leans over and spits and says, "This place is sick, perverse. Something is wrong. We have not gotten ours yet, but there are those here who have been taken."
Yeah. I know this place is not right, considering spirit type that are here. But how many have been taken, and any idea on where and by whom?
They go down, they come back up, but they're not the same. We don't get close enough to find out. We don't need to attract notice.
I'm going to take it nobody checks over here very often if you've been here for watching.
Well, they do. But when they look, we hide. We have ways of remaining discreet when we need to. Ambush is not very effective if they see you coming.
Not in agreement.
One of the other ones motions and says, quietly, there's another on the other side that has entered. But she seems at least mildly familiar.
A little wand, perhaps?
And the one shakes her head and says, a four-legged one.
Ah, red one.
And they say, well, we prepare. They don't seem to be part of the other group, but they're not an immediate threat. And Eric, you were going to deal with the guards?
I think he's literally waiting on me to give him a cue.
Yep. I'm waiting for proof first before I murder Guy and Guru of their heresy.
Okay. So, Runa needs to do some more investigating. Is that what?
Well, that or Grace having her conversation with Helga
Oh.
and finding out what's wrong.
Okay. I follow.
He needs to be sure that there is an excuse to do this before he does it.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, Grace slides into the room. If it is locked, I will roll for open seal, but otherwise she will just slide in and almost immediately, put a finger up to her lips for a second and she gets the door shut behind her. Because Eric's kinfolk should recognize her. She freaking lives with them normally.
Right. Yeah, they're familiar with you.
Yeah, so she will, once the door is shut, move hurriedly over to the two of them. Have the two of you seen anything going wrong around here? Something out of place? People disappearing?
They look at each other and, well, not disappearing, but they. Well, the guy who kind of seems to be running this whole operation here, he's takes them after they've been here a while, and they're supposed to get some stress management, some some sort of massages and stuff, counseling, and they go and they do whatever it is they're doing, and when they come back, they're definitely seem more mellow, but it's just like talking to a different person almost. And maybe it's just that they bled off enough stress, but shouldn't change them that much.
Bit of a tip of the head. Have either of you been down there? Or wherever?
No, they takes them down, but we've been kind of dodging it, and we're new enough yet that we haven't had to.
Alright. Well, that's a direction. What, down where the garage is?
Yeah, I know they've got some of the rooms down there, like storage and stuff that they've kind of converted. What we're told.
Alright. It gives me a direction to go in. Two of you stay hunkered down. It might get a little interesting here in a minute. And truth be told, she's not going to linger very long. I will reroll my stealth and go to touch base back with Abby and the Kinfolk so that we have a direction to move in. And first, let me roll that before I space out. Don't do it. That is not the command for this site. It's not the best. But that's still 2. And Blair is still beautiful, unless I need to reroll that too. But she'll go to slide out of the room and just, pull her hood up over her head and, walk with purpose down the hall, kind of glancing around and be like, all right, if I was not supposed to be here, I would be, broom closet. Like, try and catch back up to Abby and Kindude, whose name I can never remember because I'm a terrible person.
Thorgrim.
Thank you. But yeah, in theory, given the opportunity, unless someone is going to spot her or there's a threat I need to counter in the meantime, she will slide up in there. Alright, so what we're looking for is apparently there's a place down below this level. They're taking the kin and they're coming back acting funny. No visible external issue. They're not distressed, they're not upset, but this Kinfolk say they're acting like another person entirely. So we need to get down a level, figure out what the hell they're doing. Eric's still on standby, waiting to make sure we have just cause to be rolling through this place.
Then we should get going. Abby pulls your beanie down and gets ready to head down.
Mm-hmm.
The spirits on the other side say that the similar things, they have not interceded because it has not been theirs that it has happened to yet, but there are spirits ready for battle over there as well.
Are there any kind of beings being informed about what's going on around here?
The other side has pain, hunger, and fear. Spirits as well.
Alright. And she'll catch Eric up, basically be like, I don't have solid proof of what they're doing, but these spirits are present and people are acting funny. We're going to move down a level. If you want to do something with the guards, do it, but it is up to you whether you're killing or subduing.
He hears the said fear and pain, and he just turns to Runa. Let's put them down.
Keep in mind, Ray, it could be ambient. Don't
Let's put them down.
He's right.
Those are your orders, Ray?
Yeah.
Very well.
Abby will get a text message from Veronica that the Alpha has left the Sept, and then that's also then relayed over your pack link.
Abby Mr. Thorgrim, the Alpha has left the Sept, so we may be getting a bigger problem than we think.
And he will look at Grace and say, seems awful suspicious that the Alpha leaves the Sept quietly shortly after a new batch of Kinfolk leaves.
What, you mean the Sept Alpha?
We.
Yeah, she
Indeed.
said Alpha, and it was like, oh, okay, your Alpha's coming, cool. And then there's the wait, what? And yeah, she'll relay through the link that the Sept Alpha has apparently departed the fucking Sept for some reason.
Relay it to the Wormful. Tell him what we found in here. His number. Give over the Wormful's number because I have it.
Oh,
Relay it now.
yeah, she will kind of nod to the others as they start moving and quickly start thumping out on her phone.
Yeah, and Eric's going in, and yeah, he'll stealthily spend the rage to shift to Krynos, so it won't be exactly loud. But I'm going to come up behind the two of them Shadow Lords. Well, one of them, Runa's got the other, and whack.
Action packed.
All right, and they're both in Hamid at this point. You do notice as you get closer that they have what look to be firearms on hand. Like they're prepared if someone does actually approach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Runa will do much the same as Eric. Creep up from behind in Krynos and just smack them right on the head.
All right, if you guys want to give me a dex stealth and then your attack roll.
Sure.
Don't forget the +2 dice from the Septotem Torna.
I will not. Thank you for reminding me, otherwise I would have.
You're welcome.
Air has the spirits kind of look at her and look back and at each other, and one of them finally says, I think they're taking another group down.
What happens down?
We haven't gone down there to find out. They go down and they come back up different. They're changed.
Different how?
They're And then finally one of them looks at the others and steps forward and says, their heart of their soul, their spirit of essence is not the same. It's scrubbed. The affinity that the kin have for their tribal spirit and totem, like it's warped. The tribeless pure breed, a strength of lineage without the history or tribalness to it. Like they're trying to tear away the tribal identity.
Oh. For sanity's sake, Air is relaying all of that to Abby over the pack link.
All right.
It's a lot to type with the back link.
You get back. Fuck. we are heading down, and Abby's gonna make her way down.
Okay, if she's relaying that to her, Air's gonna look at the spirits. It's like, well, if you're looking to you're waiting for a good time to ambush, I can safely tell you, you might want to consider doing it now because it seems like that's what's going to happen.
The question is, where do we strike? We go down, leave our chargers unprotected. Do we strike the spirits closest? Do we strike
Well,
those that have been touched, although we don't know what has become of them?
seems there is a party going down as we speak.
So neither of the Shadow Lords saw either of you guys coming, by the way, so you can roll your hits and damage.
Cool.
Remember your 2 extra dice because you're behind them. They are terrible sentries.
They are all on the other side.
So with a cross blessing, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I am back. I'm sorry, John. I missed all of that.
They missed us, essentially. We can roll our -2 diff to hit.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right. Let's see. Oh boy, okay. Wow.
The spirits will look at here and say, we will send half below with you if you wish. If they are doing something that affects the tribal spirits of the kinfolk, they must be doing it at least partially on this side.
Yes. Must. And here's going to shift up to Rhinos. NiA, she's here. And readying to put herself into combat.
What's the damage for a greatsword again?
For a greatsword?
Yep.
Give me just a second. I
Yeah,
have
right. I have the doc right here.
Yeah, so do I.
And
For a greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
Is strength plus 6?
I'm going to activate.
That is 10.
1,
Whoa.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 silver damage.
Okay, that is. Oof. And that is 7 damage for Runa's. Lethal.
All right. Oh, since the one Shadow Lord, or the Shadow Lord's in his reed form, so he can soak or try to. I'm not holding my breath for him. And he's wearing actually soaks 4 of it from the sword. And when Runa hits, soaks 1. So we've got Eric did
3.
3. And Runa did 6.
Geese.
All right.
Do you guys need initiative for that group?
So then Air is heading to the basement in the Umber side.
Yep, everyone noted to activate her fetish.
Okay.
You can't heal that damage over supernatural for 3 days.
Abby, Thorgrim, and Grace were headed to the basement. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
There's my understanding on the physical side.
Correct.
All right, let's do a bulk initiative just so I can make sure everybody stays involved here.
Okie dokie.
Like for everyone, even the people who aren't even on the same floor?
Yeah, just so I don't. Otherwise, I'm going to end up. I don't want you guys to not get actions.
I mean, it might be easier to just wrap up the combat
Okay, I can do that.
for the sake of speed.
We can do that. You're right. That's probably is faster.
I'll even write your initiatives down. Got 15 for Eric.
Yeah, we can wrap the combat upstairs first, and then finish or move into the basement.
Yes. Give me your initiative, Runa.
14.
All right. And the guards.
$12.
Are they both going on the
Cool.
same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
For my own sanity, we'll do that.
Cool.
All right. Then
Abby's
Eric
on
first.
14.
Dropping 3 rage. And yeah, I'm gonna smack the shit out of this guard in front of me again. Did 5, 1, 2, 3. So 8.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 silver damage again.
All right. It's probably not going to go well for him. You said 8?
8.
He soaks 3, which means he takes 5, which means.
He's on 8 altogether damage wise.
Yep. Which means he can attempt a rage shield,
Da-na-na.
which is. That's diff 8, isn't it, to rage up?
Diff 8 unless he has Breath of Gaia. That's diff 6.
Yes.
No, he does not. Holy crap. And he,
The
well,
extra
you
dead.
yeah.
He's extra dead. Yeah, Eric just fucking splits him in half. Just bam.
As he briefly tried to channel his rage to come back up, he just kind of put himself into a position to take more damage.
Yep.
Jesus.
Eric just fucking disembowels him. Completely
Yeah.
splits him in half.
What was supposed to just be like a major blow to the neck ended up passing through his heart and every major artery. So he is gone.
Yep, that happens sometimes. Ugh. Okay, Runa.
Hi, Runa.
Hi. Okay. So, Runa is going to drop 2 rage. And because this guy is still standing, she is going to go ahead and make an attempt to swipe him with her claws. And it goes through with 4 successes. So for damage, that would be, let's see. Oh boy, okay. That's 5 ag.
All right. And he soaks none of it. Well, these guys just went to Suckland.
So what Eric will see is Runa reaches out with her claws and swipes up to disembowel this guard and just absolutely eviscerates him.
Yeah, and he can't even rage heal enough to get back to,
Jesus.
as she put him at -3.
Jeebus. Oh.
These guys just like B team mode.
Oh, that
Just
wrapped
here.
up very quickly.
You just hear Eric's voice through the link. Guards are down.
She will let stealth team know as they're going on.
Move into your location. As Eric just takes off. Going to find you guys.
You might want to give them a toss over, see if they got anything sus on them.
I'll check.
Can you?
Runa's gonna rifle through these guys' pockets.
There's a down at the base of the stairs going up. There's a ramp going down. Apparently, there's storage area down there. That's what we're aiming for.
Coming to you.
Mm-hmm. Skipper. Camera 2.
All right. So you guys are headed down. As I mentioned earlier, these guys did each have guns, nothing like military grade, but they are carrying rifles. So you find a box of shells with each one.
Oh,
There.
Runa's.
Yeah.
Yep, she'll scoop up the guns and the ammo. What do the shells look like? Are they normal? Are they custom made? Do they look silver? Are they loose or in little boxes?
They are. It's a silver hollow point, but they don't seem to be just silver either.
Ooh. Okay. What would I roll to see if I could figure out what they were besides silver? Would that be Primal Urge or Enigmas?
Um, do you have any? Well, I'd say we could start from a physical standpoint of science or technology. If you have either of those, if
Do
you're
not.
looking at more of the metaphysical, I would say, yeah, primal urge or occult even.
Okay. I will roll Primal Urge. Is that perception, intelligence, or wits?
Let's go with perception.
Okay. That's 3 successes, assuming a difficulty of 6.
It is a difficulty of 6, yes. So, there it is some sort of poison.
All right. That is all Runa needs to know. She will carefully pack those up and head back after Eric.
All right. So Eric and Runa are hustling to catch up. The rest of you guys get to the basement. And they there's a number of rooms. You're in the garage area, but there's a number of rooms you can see have kind of been converted from storerooms to some other purpose. There is a couple of bone gnars standing there milling about.
Are these ones we recognize, or?
Yeah, they're bone gnars who have been at the sept for a while, but again, nobody of any real importance. There are 3 of them, and they're all, all of them to be lower ranks.
Would they recognize Thorgrim?
Probably not.
Abby's gonna grab Thorgrim by the arm and walk towards him and say, "Here's the next one ready for the Alpha. He should be here shortly."
They kind of just turn and look at you at first and roll me a manipulation subterfuge, and that's going to be a diff 8. And they have to do it.
Awesome. I am going to spend willpower.
Good plan. while she's doing her quick roll, is there a place near the base of the stairs that one could tuck themselves? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you could like
Storage,
back yourself
cargo,
up against the stairwell and stuff.
I
Grace will
have
basically backpedal rapidly.
4 successes total.
Nice.
Right. Oh, you're looking good so far. Yeah, none of them pick up on it.
So what do they do?
They will wave everyone, or they kind of motion for like move on down, and then one of them says, "Take them to the last room." The other ones are full already.
She'll nod, and as she's walking him down, she's going to be looking in the room, seeing if she sees anybody's kinfolk that she knows.
None yet. They've kind of got the doors pushed most of the way closed already too, so nothing you could make out.
But she's not going to walk down fast. She's going to like take her time, but not like seem like she's taking her time, walk casual. Like this is just an everyday thing. But she's expecting more people to be coming down those stairs with the thunder, and she's hoping to have 2 people coming at them from behind and able to protect the kinfolk.
All right.
Yeah, especially if these guys are watching Abby. Grace will take advantage of the turned heads to slither in around a corner, try to keep to the edge of the wall, keep behind any barricades or shelving or storage, anything like that, and probably be tasting the air for Fiona Purebreed, but otherwise just trying to find a good advantageous spot because, yeah, Eric and Rune are about to come down like fucking thunder and lightning.
All right. So, and Thorgrim kind of heads into that room, and you can see there's doors on the backside too. And the guards say, "You must be one of the new recruits here to help us out."
We did not realize that such an opportunity would present itself. And she's going to stop and turn to respond to them. Like there's nothing going on in the world. Who knew that there was such a good opportunity to help us so many of our kinfolk, become better in the world around us and be more useful to us? We? No?
And they just kind of shrug and we say, "Well, we ain't got all the details. Our job, get them down here, and of course the boss comes and talks to them and gets them all set straight. And what he actually trying to accomplish, I don't know, but at least they calm down enough so keeps this place from turning into a war zone."
The kinfolk are really that scared. Should we not do something to alleviate the fears? Perhaps banquet, feast kind of thing? I know the Fiona and kids love these things. They are so peculiar with their feasts and everything. Why cannot they just have a pizza party? It's something just simple.
And one of them looks at the other and says, "Well, you're talking about tribes and families within those tribes that some of them have had grudges going back generations."
That is so petty. That is why I am very thankful for the cockroach. We do not care about the past, where people come from. We are looking towards the future.
All right. You guys, assuming that is about the time that Eric and Runa are going to come blazing down.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And in the Umber side, I assume Eric's coming down too here.
Oh yeah, we were coming down.
So
I passed that along to Abby
Yeah.
so she could pass it on too. That we were coming down on the other side.
all right. So Eric and Runa, I assume you guys are headed straight for these Nars.
Yeah, I was gonna burst open
Yep.
the door and visage the front of them as I came in.
Okay.
So I will roll that real quick because I know they're lower ranked than me. So don't have to get as much successes. I got one. Actually, no, I got one. So yeah, Eric just comes in and looks at him like a fucking terrifying wild animal. Drop your weapons if you want to live.
And a couple of them look back and forth, and one of them goes, holds out his hands, and he goes, "You got weapons down here. Just here, make sure everybody gets to the right place, gets the help they need. It's a counseling and
Then kneel and don't move, or my father docs will take your throat out."
Oh, I'm gonna truth of Gaia the shit out of that.
one of the other ones looks and goes, "You the boss? I mean,
I am the
we're
boss.
just new guys."
I am your Raya. Now kneel.
And on the other side, uh, here you see or it's more of a don't see. It's almost a nothingness when you get down here in the Umbra. So like a void. You get this almost impression, almost like the Slender Man type idea, but it's just emptiness.
Kind of like looks at the ancestor spirits that came with her. You feel that?
They step back and kind of start to whisper to one another, um, speaking Old Norse. And then one of them says, "That is a devourer, a servant of the great serpent." For the rest of you guys on the material side, you can roll a perception alertness.
All right.
Dookie.
Two.
Four for Abby.
4.
Two.
3.
What do we see?
Well, you guys would hear the door close at the end room. Abby, you kind of feel the vibration because it closes pretty hard.
Did someone visibly go in there, or did
No,
it just slam itself shut?
no, like a door on the other side, from within the room, you hear another door close.
Fuck it, going for it.
Like if there's a back, if you're standing outside the room and there's a back door to the room.
Yeah, I could tell that Grace run him down.
Yeah, Grace is gonna do a scamper. Gonna do someone a heckin' bamboozle in a second.
Okay, so she's going right into the room.
Yep.
All right.
Gonna slither in that bitch.
And within the room, you find a couple of kinfolk sitting at a table. And the alpha has just walked in and closed the door.
Oh, really? How fucking fortuitous. Any tangible, like, immediately, like, smack you in the face pure breed on either of the kinfolk?
One of them is a pure breed 3 Fiona. The other one's
Awesome.
not quite as potent.
You said sitting on the table. Is there any chance that I can stealth my way up under that table in woof woof form?
I'll allow a dex stealth check.
Okay, dokie. Artichoke. Fuck. Balls.
Apparently, he can't fucking see shit either.
In
These
his
guys are
defense.
terrible tonight.
1, 2. Hilariously, only 3 this time. Well, do I have a specialty on stealth? I probably didn't make any of my specialties. Nope. Hilariously, it's only 3 successes, so he'd need 4 to see her. My blur did, like, pooped out on me, too.
Well, he had 2 successes.
Haha! I'm getting under this table. Hello, ankles. And she will pop back through the link. Alpha's here. You want me to wait and see what the fuck he's doing, or you want me to go right for the ankles?
We've got confirmation that they're using silver. He'll point out the bone gnars with the silver blade. Why are they waiting here? Answer me now, and you all live. Don't. First one dies. Choose. You have 5 seconds.
One of them just says, we bring them in for counseling and stuff. They get talked to, and then they come out. They're a lot more mellow, relaxed. It's like nothing bothers them. Nothing.
Oh,
They
okay.
don't care about nothing.
I can hear
John,
the truth of Gaia ping.
what's these guys' manipulation subterfuge score?
The guards
Yeah.
should probably would be like a 4.
Alrighty.
You're terrible liars.
4 successes on Truth of Gaia. Do they tells lies? Or do they tells truths?
No, that's literally what happens is these people are brought in, and when they leave, they don't care about anything.
So as far as they're concerned, they're telling truths.
Okay, that's cool. He'll look over at Abby. What is there reported from the Umbra?
There is a nothing. A nothingness. The spirits are not happy. There's some kind of devourer spirit of Jormungandr. I am never very good with that word. He's like a void, she says.
Killer.
It did not need her, as he is more wild than one, but this is definitely bad because she's to do something very stupid there and attack it.
Was that the kill it?
Yep.
Okay.
Eric's just gonna run into the room and just kick
I'm
open the
going to
door.
spend 1 rage to take Hispo, because fuck half-assing this. I'm going to spend 2 rage on actions. And I'm going to ambush the alpha with an ankle bite, because fuck the police. I do what I want. So now I'm going to do math. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the ambush. I will get the. Oh wait, I lost 2 of those, so just 1 for the ambush. Because he spotted me for 2 points worth. So I will do that. Thank God it is div 5. 1, 2, 3. And then it is 5, 6, 7. What's bite damage again?
+2 in his spell.
Thank you. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, fuck it. So it's only 2, but there will very abruptly, as you know, the alpha comes up and I assume is approaching the kinfolk who are sitting on the table. As soon as the ankle's in range, I imagine the table gives a bit of a jostle as all at once Grace will take his bow, bumping her back against it, and lunge out and just snap at a leg.
Okay.
This is why people are afraid of monsters under their beds. I'm just saying. And she will do her level best. I probably should have used the jaw lock, and I didn't even think to use the mechanic, but she's going to snap a hold and try to hold on. So I will just, if things come down to it, roll something besides attack to just try to weigh the alpha down when the others get in. But that is my action. My ambush.
All right.
So 2 whole egg, giant alpha person.
I think I'd have better bookmarks right now. And he soaks it just fine, but you're still holding on.
Yeah. Rah, 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 rah.
Nom nom nom.
That is my plan, is nom nom. Any other reactions before people all come fountaining through the fucking door?
Yeah, there is one. But you know what? Actually, I think that could probably wait until my turn, since it'd be activating a gift.
Yeah. Is Abby coming for the door?
Oh yeah, she's gonna come in.
Hot shit. Then I guess we should all do initiative again.
Yes.
Let's do the song and dance. Alright, so I've got a 16. What's everyone else got? Alright. I love playing this game. So I got that. Eric got.
What did I roll? Oh no, it didn't roll properly. One sec. I thought I mixed
no,
up
it
the
may
order.
roll.
1 minute.
So between you two are neck and neck. You can either do a roll off or
9.
Yeah, you're going ahead of me.
gonna give Abby ahead of you.
Oh, sorry.
You two are exact same.
Oh, we're the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll let Abby go ahead of me.
Okay.
She's a little faster, I think.
A little smaller, at least.
Yeah, definitely smaller in this form.
She like pops in right before. And I need an initiative for the alpha.
Oh, I suppose you do, don't you?
I do. It's a thing I need.
Turning on her daggers on the way in.
Suppose you need an initiative roll for me.
Yes, if you would like to join us on this side of the gauntlet.
No.
Oh, she will be needing one for that side.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Do you want to run both combats simultaneously or do one and then the other?
I will run them simultaneously in case people end up jumping one way or the other.
That's a good plan. Alright, then I will need initiative for ear, and I will need initiative for. Is it the fucking bamboozler?
15.
Gotcha.
And Abby's daggers are all glowy blue.
Good.
I prepared
What's that?
before coming down here.
Why, that's no fun. Why prepare things?
Oh shit, I forgot I had that. Yes. I'm so happy.
Well, so the spirit has a 20 to act, so
course
good
it
luck.
And the alpha?
He had an 8.
Ha!
Yay! We might live, guys.
Oh, I've got a plan.
Alright. Well then. In that case, the great bamboozler goes first.
All right. Damn me for having too many books open.
At the risk of putting a rush on you, I only have so long before I have work. We still have a good chunk of time. Just
Yep.
fair warning type thing.
All right. So the big guy going to swing at air because, of course, that's just what you do, right? Wow.
Ouch.
And it completely whiffs it.
Ouch.
Fortune favors someone tonight, but it ain't this guy. All right. So Spirit is not successful.
All right. I think that makes it Grace. What directions is Eric giving as he's hauling into the room? Does she
Pin.
just keep dead waiting?
We're probably going to use pack. I was planning to use a pack tactic essentially, which is was it Wishbone? I think it is, or what? I can't remember the one. We're basically just work on pinning her down essentially, so we can set Eric up for an almighty fucking strike essentially. Grapple pin.
Wishbone is like a very specific one where you pull someone apart from like each limb. I don't think you need to use a specific one out of the book. I'm pretty sure as long as we're working together, you get the dice.
Oh, well, that's the plan then. Is Runa and Grace grapple her, pin her down, and hold her down. Let Abby and Eric fucking wail on her essentially because we've both got really good fucking weapons at this point.
All right.
Then yeah, what Grace will do for her action, and I will let you tell me how you want me to roll it. I assume I could just do with the equivalent of a grapple roll, but she's just going to try to keep her teeth set into the leg and try to kind of dead weight it to maybe not give full penalty for a grapple, but fuck up movement, fuck up some dice pools. So I could strength roll it if you want.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay. So hilariously.
Don't forget you get 2 extra dice.
I do get 2 extra dice. Bless the extra dice. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. To just kind of initiate a half grapple? I'm not sure what you'd want to call that. Really nasty ankle weight?
Yeah, something to that effect.
Do you want me to apply damage?
If you're digging your teeth in, like trying to, if you're really clamping down,
Yes.
then yes.
Yay. Nat keys. That is not the command. I gotta stop doing the /R. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ag.
I even kill it before you even start this.
feel like our only Benny fighting someone at this rank is maybe they don't have a bunch of gifts active. That'd be great.
Well, I mean, he didn't have a lot of them active yet because
We kind of jumped him, really. This is literally how you kill someone at this rank.
generally you don't activate a lot of gifts before a counseling session.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, alpha soaking.
Yeah, I gotta find my. I need to start labeling these when I. There we go. He soaked 6.
Jesus. I touched it. All right. I have spent 2 rage. It is ear, actually.
Good here. Well,
Do it to it, girl.
I mean, I've been swung at already, so I guess fair is fair, right? By the way, I will be spending 3 rage for extra actions.
Okay.
I have my claws activated, so. Ooh, the dice love me tonight. Ha ha ha. Whopping 2 to hit the claws.
I assume you're hitting the spirit thing.
No, I'm hitting myself. Yes. Yes.
Well, I can't rule it out with you.
If I botched, I would understand hitting myself. But for once, I didn't.
All right. Go ahead then.
Don't forget the pack's extra point of strength.
Yep. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ha, ha, ha. It's E6 to not cancel, to ignore.
Right, to
them.
ignore ones.
Right. 3 damage.
Damage.
Yeah.
And it soaks 4.
I think it's Abby next, I want to say.
Are you spending? You spent rage,
I
correct?
spent 3 rage.
All right.
All right, so if I remember correctly, there's a big Geru Krynos in front of me as I'm coming in the room between me and the Alpha, who's now latched on at the ankle.
Yes.
Okay, city running. I'm going to go up the Geru's back, jump, and come down on his skull with my dagger. What do you want me to roll?
I'd say we treat that similar to a tackle, so it'd be a Dex Athletics for the jump. If 6.
6 success. 7. No, sorry, 5 successes.
All right. Then you would roll your
Dex melee.
dex melee,
Beautiful, beautiful.
and your dex athletics will be bonus. Successes will be bonus dice on damage
Oh,
to
okay.
reflect the extra heft
Precision.
behind it.
Okay. Oh, I forgot I had up that. Damn. So that makes that. So it would be considered a called shot since it's to the head, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so that would make it diff 6 with the dagger. Oops, almost forgot the hashtag. Did I do that right? Really did roll that shitty. 0 successes.
Hey, I know how bad rolls go.
At least it's only no successes.
Yeah, so at least it's not a bot.
I am now behind the guy, or opposite Eric, whichever.
Yeah, so you kind of you landed on him but didn't do any damage and end up kind of rolling behind him or past him. And who
It looked
got-
really cool getting there.
Runa next.
Yep. So we are going to initiate a grapple with the alpha.
Don't forget your extra 2 dice from Pack Tactics.
Oh, thank you.
And he is at -1 difficulty because he has one leg occupied.
Ooh. That's 4 successes.
Apply your damage.
Yes. Let's see. That is shit. What is that? 7 plus 3. Yeah, that's 7 plus 3. Okay. That is 7 bashing.
All right. He strokes 3.
All right.
You're taking 2 lethal and 2 bashing.
And I will spend 2 rage if I didn't already mention that.
All right, because of Vigilance of the Fenris, his initiative drops by 1, so I'm just going ahead of him. So he's got now a lot of buffs. He's grappled. I'm going to take a call shot to the head. Instead of 8, it's going to be 6.
All right.
With the dexterity special to precise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
All right.
I've just rolled the fucking thing. Never mind, hang on. I forgot to add the D10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 silver to the skull.
Oh, that's we can soak silver because he's still in Hamid because he hasn't even had a chance to do that yet.
Yep, that's 10 silver straight to his face.
And he soaks 5 of them.
I think he's. Yep, that's 5 ag straight to his head.
So I had done what, 1 before?
So he would technically be. That would push him over because he had 2 lethal and 2 bashing already.
Yep.
And then 5 egg pushes it right to it.
Yep.
So yeah, it
He
would
has
end up
5
being
egg, 2 lethal,
2
and 2
lethal
bashing,
over.
which would roll over.
Yep.
So
Yep. So can rage heal? It's only once you get it all converted out, it's 2 lethal over.
So he's gotten another additional 2 lethal. So that's 4 lethal as well, because he already had 2
Yeah.
lethal on top of that. So he's on 9 in total, wouldn't it be damage wise?
Yep.
Oh boy.
he broke even. So he rage healed just enough to be dead.
Well,
Boom.
if the last dot is lethal, he's technically still alive. Basically drops out in Hamid and in theory starts like rapid regenning, but you're fucking down. If someone sneezes on you, you're done.
Oh yeah, because he'd be like unconscious, so he can rage heal at the end of the round. He can try to get his 1 rage heal for 1 dot.
Yup.
Good luck.
Ironically, it how much rage is Eric spending after that?
3.
And how much did Runa spend?
2.
All right. Ironically, after that shot, I guess it's the alpha's turn. So if the alpha wants to try to roll stam, actually you can't. I guess you kind of do. It's weird because the book says if you hit lethal, you drop out, but you start rapidly regenerating, even though you don't normally regenerate and breed. So I don't know how you want to roll that, but he out. He on the flow. I'd lay on him. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he can roll stamina. At best, he's going to end up at 1 anyway.
Yeah.
At diff 8, right?
Yep.
Good luck, buddy. Nope.
Oh, still out. I assume Eric wants that to be a death, right?
No, yeah, no.
Considering the massive headshot with a silver great
Yeah, I'm
sword.
gonna place
That didn't say take hostages to me.
No, no, not a hostage maneuver. No, not really.
Fuck it. I've got the first rage action, so yeah, just he hits the ground. Doesn't. I mean, it's hard to tell if they're dead, but you'll probably still snap because it's the excitement of rage. That I can either roll or it can just be a narrative snip snap to like the neck.
That's fine.
Yeah, big hispo snip snaps. Just chomp. Little head shake. Make sure there's no twitching.
All right. So, as you kill him and are close enough to actually see it,
Ooh.
under his clothing, you can see he is wearing a strange leather-like tunic with tattoos and swirling glyphs.
Honestly, considering she's got her face close enough for the advantage of everyone else, we'll probably snag a hold of the clothes and start ripping it away to show the tunic underneath so the rest of the group can see it.
What do these glyphs look like? Like, are they like spiralitic shaped or?
Yeah.
Who kneel down and point? That's a spiral.
You're still
After like wrenching the fucking sword out of the alpha's skull.
You can roll a perception survival if you would like, since you're
Sure.
close enough to look.
Sure, you can get
Abby's stepping sideways when she gets a chance.
good plan.
Yeah, because Air still has a giant spear to deal with.
Yup.
Which, if you want to start rolling your
My 3
rage actions against it, because it did not spend rage.
That's 2 in the survival.
Yeah, you might as well while we're investigating.
Yeah. I'm sure the dice roller will just love me.
Get it.
Well, the one good thing is Holly has her new computer today, so she can roll her stuff because I don't have to roll for her.
I mean, things often work better for me when you roll for me. But
With your 2 successes, you would recognize that the leathery hide is actually human skin.
Oh, that's human skin as he stands up.
Then roll damage.
That's fine.
And yeah, Eric will go on a roll to step sideways to go after Ariel. Tell his packmates to secure the kin.
Yeah. Yeah. There'll be at least one reversion. Doesn't help that she has blood on her face, but she's gonna set about trying to calm the kinfolk that were in the room and start gathering up the ones in the other ones. While other people are jumping across to help poor ear.
Runa will do much the same.
Can I just spend a gnosis to cross instantly, or do you want me to roll?
No, that's fine. You guys can just cross.
All right, so I've got a 4, 7, and 5 for damage on those 3 rolls.
All right. So it's 5. Eats 3 of it. And 1.
Woohoo.
So you've done 4 damage total.
Yep.
All right. You had a couple people stepping sideways.
Yep.
We have spirits here too.
Yeah, but they said they were reluctant to attack at first.
I didn't hear that.
Because they said it could consume them. Alright, so we can continue the same initiative for everyone who steps sideways if that works.
Yeah.
We doing a reroll?
Just continue with what we have. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Alright.
Has Ear gotten through all of her rage actions?
Yes. You guys have stepped sideways, so
In which case it is the turn of the Great Bamboozler.
I thought the bamboozler was taking care of kinfolk.
No. No, you're my
different bamboozler.
I was an asshole, so I just put the Great Bamboozler instead of the name. The spirit had a 20. Oh, Lord. I appreciate that just happened. I wasn't ready. No, it's a spirit's turn.
Alright, well, the spirit is going to will attack air. And you guys would have noticed, or air, you would have noticed that the spirit seemed to kind of shudder when the alpha died. And 3 to hit.
I
And
mean,
time for a damage.
I haven't been able to drop rage yet, so I can't dodge.
You can use your main action to dodge.
And you could do that. Did I use your main action?
Well, you rolled.
I have not rolled damage yet.
That's 3 coming at me.
Yep.
I guess I'm sure that it probably won't do any good here.
I guess you could try a parry since it's a melee attack. That'll be
You actually your thing should have been at diff 7 because of her claws.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. But I
Doesn't actually help much in this instance, but
Yeah, it might.
Are you holding a melee weapon?
no, she has claws of the north.
Oh yeah, you're good. I was just saying for the sake of parry, you have to be holding a weapon to parry.
But it actually rolled 7 or higher for the successes it did take away with the ones.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter at that point. Yeah, I suppose I could also parry.
Unless you're holding a weapon, you can dodge or you can try to block. But blocking an attack with your skin is pretty ineffectual.
I'm not holding a weapon. My weapons are my claws. They're attached.
Yeah, can't parry with those.
Just be a get offenders and soak it.
Didn't you activate resist pain earlier?
No, I activated my fetish.
Ah, okay. Never mind then. I was mistaken.
Just be
No.
a get offenders and soak it
Just-
there. You could do it. I
Just
believe.
either take it or doge.
I kind of want my action.
alright, well, no roll damage.
It's okay. I'm sure I won't soak. The dice hate me tonight. Bye, guys.
You have 7 damage coming at you.
Okay, I can soak 6 of it. At max.
You got it. You're a big bad get offenders. Don't worry.
Okay, I soaked a whopping 3.
You can. I need you to make a willpower roll.
What that standard?
Yep.
Ooh.
That's all you needed. Alright, so who's next to act?
I am not there, so that makes it ear.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I assume in my rage spent. But I'm pretty sure because I took 4, that's half my health, aren't I stunned?
What's your stamina in your current form?
6.
Then you are not stunned.
Right,
You just have an owie, so you have a 0, 1, 1, 2. You have a -2 dice pool
Okay.
to
that's what I was looking-
actions.
That might be the time to activate resist pain.
Yes.
I
If you have it, this would be the time.
do have it.
Spend that willpower. Spend it hard.
I'm gonna.
And hey, look, no wound penalties.
I also wanna. Oh wait, I can't spend rage now. Wait, no, it's no system.
Yeah, you can still spend rage.
No. No. I'm definitely spending it.
How much? You would get 1 for entering combat, and you'd get another 1 for taking some damage.
Right, so there's 2 right out the gate. Back. So I'll just spend another 3.
All right.
The murder most foul.
I think so, because I used my turn to activate a gift. Right?
What you trying to do?
I said it's somebody's turn. I just spent my turn activating a gift.
You don't. Resist pain is reflexive.
Yeah, you don't. It doesn't take a turn to
Oh.
activate resist pain. There are very few gifts that take a turn.
Sweet. So.
They usually require you to spend Gnosis.
No, that
Resist
one.
pain is spend willpower.
Yep.
So you
Give me a
can still-
moment. Getting my
Exactly.
sheet.
Okay, well, then. Fuck this guy. In the butt. With my claws.
Ooh.
I mean, not literally. But this guy is gonna. That's what I have activated, so that's what he's taken.
What's that?
What's initiative dice roll again?
It is 1 die plus your dex and wits. Like just the
Also,
aggregate number, not dice.
Thank
Oh,
you.
take a Gaia's breath.
Oh yes, and assume you have a Gaia's breath.
A 5 to hit. Courtesy of resist pain. Thank you, resist pain.
Alright. Well, it's not. It spent its action.
Good, good.
6. So you said it's dex and wits, right?
No, it's 1d10
Plus
and
1d10.
then add the number of your added together dex and wits to that.
So my dex and
Like
wits
plus
is
6.
9.
So 1d10 plus 9.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
And that I'm seeing an 8.
Oh, you.
Something went funny there.
Yeah,
Hang
I see
on.
that.
No. Roll 1d10 plus 10. Literally put that in there.
Okay. Or plus 9, you mean? Now I
No.
understand.
1d10, not 10. I don't know what's happening.
That's
Sorry.
10.
Like,
Yeah,
like
just
this.
1d10
You
plus.
don't. You
Yeah,
don't
no
need
no
the-
F6, just 1d10 plus 9.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's
Okay.
like this. You just do that, like 1d10 plus 6. You just add it like that, and that's how you do it.
Thank you.
Just remember to put the
Still have to
hashtag.
put hashtag.
We'll get
I-
this.
I apologize.
There you go.
11.
There you go.
11.
And you are in the list.
So
Yay.
he did not soak any of it.
Hot damn.
So
Uh,
whoever's up next.
It is Abby.
Abby goes stabby stab because that's what she does with knives. Can she move to a flanking position? Or is this thing too big to consider to be flankable?
Yeah, I don't think it can really be.
Does it have a face?
No.
Might be kind of hard to flank.
Alright, she's just gonna stab it with both of her daggers.
Okie dokie.
One success on dagger 1, 3 successes on dagger 2. So, dagger 1 is 3 damage. Dagger 2 is 4 damage of aggravatedly cold, burning natures.
Angel.
He takes 2 of it. And who do we have up next?
Did Abby spend any rage?
I spend a rage before I'm done, yeah.
Alright, then Aruna is in the Tellurian with me. I'm assuming the plan is for Veronica to just come in Umberside.
Yeah.
The assist.
That would probably be the easiest.
Yeah.
Well, we told her where we were fighting, so.
There you go. In a Dark Horse move, the Shadow Lord appears.
Yes.
That is you then. Enjoy fighting some crazy Jormungandr shit with no face. Get it.
Okay, so what have I been relayed about this?
Only what's in the pack line.
Oh, that it's some worm. Oh, that kind of thing. Okay. John, so I know what I blue booked you. Am I allowed to activate a different fetish before scene or no? Do I have to do it now?
You can do it on your way in, that's fine.
Okay. So it will be Light Soul of Lightning. Alright. Status of who's in the Umbra with me?
Your pack and Eric.
Okay.
And possibly some Viking spirits. Maybe not.
I have a question on a gift on what your storyteller call is. Fatal Flaw, because you gotta concentrate for a turn. Can I spend rage if I do that?
Does it cost Gnosis?
It does not.
Then yes.
Cool. I'm going to spend 2 rage. And activate Fatal Flaw, which is perception and empathy. A difficulty is the target's wit and subterfuge. Success grants me 1 extra dice, but additional successes beyond the 1 gives me knowledge of further weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 successes.
Yeah. It's kind of a semi-generic spirit. It doesn't really have a lot in the way of weaknesses, but
Okay. I just realized I rolled against diff 6, so I don't know if...
that's close enough.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I guess it is Eric's turn.
Cool. Gonna come in for a headshot at diff 7 with the greatsword. Spending 3 rage. That's 3 successes with precise specialty. With the vicious specialty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 aggravated silver damage to its skull.
All right. It soaks 5. Takes 8.
All right. Yeah, I dropped 3 rage and let's go again. Unless it's down already.
No, it's still up.
Cool. Let's go for round 3.
So, first rage actions, air is top of the list.
All right.
So what's he doing?
She attacked with her claws, and he soaked it.
Da-na-na. And it is Abby.
And murder dagger. 5 successes to hit.
Where's your buddy?
Alright, so we soaked that.
All right. And Veronica. You are muted.
I apologize. That is embarrassing. All right.
I only say this really quickly because I'm used to having to remind other people they are muted.
All right. Going to attack with lightning claws at one of the eyes.
It does not really have eyes. There's no face visible, so
Okay.
that
So
would
just-
be all the trick.
So just attacking the blob. I'm just gonna call it.
Alright.
All right. So that's 6. Then roll it. Diff is 6. It's 6, right, John?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't believe that's supposed to be 40.
You shouldn't have put the +1 at the end.
That was supposed to be a willpower.
Oh, you can just put hashtag willpower and add 1 to your total.
Okay.
A willpower can't fail.
Okay.
Yeah, because that totaled all your rolls.
Do you want me to re-roll it, or how did?
Yeah, we're gonna have to because it rolled 6-sided dice too.
Oh my goodness.
If it's to hit, it's F6 after the D10.
So D10.
F6.
Thank you. What did I do now?
You didn't put anything, what type of die you were rolling? You just rolled 10 D nothings.
All right. So hashtag 10D10 F6.
Mhm.
Correct.
All right. And I spent a willpower.
So 4 successes.
All right. So rollover would be 4.
Rollover would be 3. One of your successes is like consumed in succeeding, and the rest
Okay.
roll over.
And then there's 2 for claws, and then
And then
2
just
from the fetish, and 1 from the gift. So that's 10 damage. Or 10 damage to roll. Damage is same difficulty?
Mm-hmm. But you don't need to put the E or whatever because ones don't cancel on damage.
So
Just
I-
do whatever, hashtag however many D10.
and
Don't
then
worry
write.
about the other stuff.
Okay, so hashtag 10D10.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else like difficulty or no?
Just throw it on there.
You
We
can put
count it.
E6 using
Alright.
E instead of F, and that won't count once.
All
There
right.
you go.
And that's electrical damage.
Alright.
Sorry about that. Except
Good, bud.
There's an atrocious soak roll. So he takes 2 more.
And then it's Eric.
All right. Eric is going to ready up another shot, but he'll shout over at Air. We should bind this thing as he's going to swing at it. I'll just do a generalized shot. Okay. Okay, so that's generalized to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 aggravated damage again.
Alright, well, he soaks 5 of it.
That's another 8.
Yep.
All right. So is that bit resolved? Is Eric's turn done?
Oh, yeah. I'm
Okay.
second rage, I'm assuming.
Then air. Second rage action.
Alright. More claws. You can't really find them that requires spending gnosis. Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. Does it require gnosis?
Yes, I just
Yeah.
look.
Okay. Alright.
High damage.
It's still up, but you're closing the gap pretty quick, so.
All right, Veronica.
All right. Gonna go for claw attack again. And spending willpower, which I'm going to do it the way you asked me to.
That'll work.
Yeah, let's not have another repeated incident.
It's not
7 success.
overcomplicated.
Hold on, and 10s count as 2 successes because of lightning
So-
reflexes.
On an
So-
attack?
That's John's discretion.
Okay.
John, could I use specialty on the attack or no?
As far as what?
Will lightning reflexes pop on an attack roll?
Because she has dex specialty.
It's not really a reflex, so to.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask.
Yeah, that would be more of if you were dodging or something, I'd allow it, but.
Okay.
That is still a good number of successes.
Okay.
Do it to it. So
Alright.
one's consumed in the success, 6 roll over.
Alright.
Hot.
I realized last turn I forgot the cure no strength.
Matter.
Did you add the +1 strength from the pack totem?
I did not add that either.
It's still 11 damage, though.
But I'll just keep it with that. That's 11. Electrical damage.
Cool thing about spirits is it doesn't even matter. You could just punch it.
Oh, I
Actually, it's
know.
as good as anything
just-
else, but that's cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
It's just the effect with this is if it takes more than 4 damage, it's stunned, but so far it looks like it's a blob.
It needs a blurb.
Avoid. So essentially, I guess.
All right, is it still up?
Yep.
All right, go to it, Eric.
Oh, it's Abby before me.
Abby
don't have-
didn't have a second rage action.
Oh, then it's me. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just follow up on Veronica again, like wearily looking at this thing, like fucking die already as he swings. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, div 5. So 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
All right.
Four more.
Yeah.
All right, still up.
Yep.
Then ear. Third rage action.
Alright.
Forgot you guys spent a pile of rage.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I suppose when you hear things like big void spirit, that's generally an indicator that we should probably pull the trigger on this one.
How do you only have 8 dice for damage?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Because it's Krynos strength, +2 for claws, +2 for rollover,
I've been ripping myself off of my strength.
+1 for the pack totem.
Yep, I've only been doing my base strength and the +1 from the totem, so I keep screwing
That's
myself.
okay. I did that with one turn. I
So
know
you've
the
had,
feeling.
like, 3 rounds that you've neglected 4 strength
All
for?
of them. All of my rolls, I've neglected it for.
Yeah, so she's had what, 2 main actions and 6 rage actions at this point where
Yep.
she's forgotten it.
Yep.
All right, well, we will assume it was just significantly more damage than we thought.
It's totally wrecked.
Because at that point, you're talking
Keybrain strikes again.
8 attacks with 4 strength. That's what, 24 more
32.
dice?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unless you roll 24 dice.
8 and 4
Yeah,
is
it'll make you so satisfied
32.
to roll 24
Probably
damage dice.
won't.
It's
Probably
32.
Probably help you once.
It's 32 dice. It's 32 dice.
Yeah, or that. I mean, I could math good too. Maybe. Sometimes. All right, well, either way, we're going to say that's sufficient because it was damn close already. And that makes sense. I'm like, how is she rolling such low damage? But I didn't make the connection.
Yeah.
All right.
Legacy Brain is a thing, and yes, it's
So,
stupid.
Roll your 32. I want to see it.
If you really want to see it, fine, but $10 says it's all like 1s and 2s.
I expect my $10, just so you know. That's a lot more than 1s and 2s. Just saying.
all right. So it's definitely dead.
Yes.
Eric will sheathe the sword again, take out a breath. Sept Alpha is down. Covered in wormish symbols made of human skin.
You're kind of looks over at Veronica and Abby with a kind of a fucking called it look.
So, you guys all start having phones blow up, including Thorgrim.
What?
You are getting messages from Petrus.
Are people's phones blowing up in the Umbra? I'm sure Abby's is.
I'm
but-
assuming we're coming back, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume you guys didn't just stand around over there after
All right.
killing.
Yeah, let's not play that game.
Yeah,
Assuming we're coming
yeah.
back.
Yeah, I guess I operated on assumption, but
Yeah, that's
seemed like
the
a safe
assumption,
one.
assumption is the best one to go. I'm assuming we're crossing back. I doubt we want to fucking
Mhm.
linger at this place.
The wormful is sending messages, Eric.
Yep. Oh yeah, he'll tell them everything he's seen, everything they saw, everything he was told.
Well, you guys are getting one. He doesn't know what the hell happened where you guys were, but the entire sept seems to be seeping worm taint.
Fucking high.
He has evacuated all the kinfolk he could confirm were not tainted, and that Thorgrim's pack is looking for a place to basically try and find a fallout shelter at this point.
Eric will tell Petrus to go to the frozen old location of the frozen forest that way.
Yeah, I was going to suggest the same.
Okay. Is that what Petrus is? I'm getting text from Petrus, right?
Yeah, he is just telling you he is getting
Okay.
people out of there.
Okay. I was gonna say, and I thought the wormfo was texting Eric, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, wormful, whichever. But it's basically we're heading to that area.
Yeah, so you guys are coordinating. You're going to fall
Right.
back to the old location of the frozen forest.
Yeah, that seems to be the safest place. And what we're going to use to get all these kinfolk out, we're going to use the trucks that any of the remaining cars, vehicles that are here. We're just going to basically pile them all in as much as we can.
Yep, Grace and Runa have had ample time to rally up all the fucking kinfolk.
John, when I was at the Sept, did I notice anything other than the Sept Alpha was like any of the stuff that you messaged me?
I mean, that was about it until obviously shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the fallback point is the Sept of the Frozen Forest, and what Eric will tell the Wormfolk to do is check everyone who comes in for Wormtain, no matter who they are, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that. He definitely agrees. He's got the truth catcher with him.
John, with the skin, can I what can I roll to see if it's the same as that Bringer of Light? Or
I'm assuming it's the same. It looks the exact same. That's
Yeah.
why Eric would have told. That's why Eric basically said it looks the exact same as that Bringer of Life fucking skin thing. So
yeah.
whatever kin are left, we're taking out of there and moving back to the fallback point.
Yeah.
Shall we still use the cars or should I go for the party bus?
Use the cars. Everything we can find. We've got 2 little people, and 1 bus mightn't be able to get all these people in. We're going to have to take multiple. Everyone pick a car, put as much kin in it as you can. Everyone can drive, yes?
Oui.
Even if we can't, some of the kinfolk probably can.
Well, let's go.
All right, so you guys start getting people piled in and make arrangements. You guys get to the frozen forest, or the old frozen forest. And kind of gather there. Discussion on appropriate, obviously temporarily there are still structures and stuff there that can be used to shelter people, but long term there's not.
I mean, is it enough for us to get people in and get them situated at least temporarily?
Yeah, I mean there's shelter there. It will work short term. The big thing is it's just not really defensible, being it's no longer a sept.
We'll figure that out as we're going. But for now, we just need a short-term place, and we can figure out what to do next. We still have another sept to fucking deal with at the minute.
The wormful, Kulik says, we only took ones we could confirm were clear. Yeah, looks at the truth catcher and says, Scarlet got her workout. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she starts to sense worm in her sleep by default now.
Have Runa tag in with the true catcher, and the additional file doxes should give her some leeway as well. That would be probably my suggestion. Every file doc should probably be working overtime.
Yes, and I agree we should check again. Scarlet was doing it as we were evacuating. I wasn't bringing anyone that could bring it with them.
How many were left behind?
Well, there were some that just weren't present when it happened. I don't know what their circumstances were. I know that the few Farah that were on the sept I touched base with, but that they were evacuating separately.
Good.
That they had alternatives they were going to look at. I know for a fact that the Fianna Elder recalls the circle had been corrupted, as well as the keeper of the land, who was likely probably the first one to be corrupted, other than, of course, I'm sure the Alpha.
The warder.
The warder, as well as the a couple of bone gnars that he'd had with him, were corrupted as well.
Then,
I suspect that the weakest structure tribes, the bone gnars, there were few silver fangs, there were few glass walkers. They would have been the first ones taken. The Shadow Lords, some of them likely slipped into that. And Petrus grinds his teeth and says, of course they did. Because they all think that they can brush with the worm and walk away untouched.
We need a head count. Who's
It
here?
also means a full
Who's
Karen.
missing? It does.
Veronica,
Gonna take notice.
Yes.
Veronica looks for the kinfolk that she knows are part of her pack, like Abby's kid based on the description, her kinfolk. If they're
Yes, most of the kinfolk were, or I should say the kinfolk themselves were not actually worm tainted.
okay.
You guys were able to evacuate the kinfolk. You
Okay,
haven't found any that were worm tainted. Oddly,
Good.
however, you have found some that while they have potent pure breed, some of them have potent pure breed that seems to be of no specific tribe. As if their tribal essence or their the power of the totem has
Yep.
been stripped from them.
Runa, begin doing a head count of everyone here.
Right, we're
I
gonna have
will.
to start spending out messages. The nation's gonna take notice of a phone, Karen.
Well, get it done.
I'll
Not.
grab the other Philodox and we will do a head count as we check taint.
Go now. Veronica, your pack and I
Yes.
have to work together to patrol the sept actively. As far as I know, and the war pack, our three packs collectively, are probably going to be the only ones being able to manage that consistently. If they are going to attack, I imagine the rest of the frozen forest will do so now, or whatever remainder of tainted spawn that is now in our former sept.
They definitely will.
So, we should set up a a watch. Have packs shift in with each other and move as quickly as we can, as often as we can. Keep an open line of communication.
I could do that.
Nod.
Air, do you know anything on, like, I know you know about cleansing and certain things. There might be other things you can do as a... Veronica is out of game being respectful to Air.
The whole
Taint has a way...
Except it's tainted, it's going to take a lot more than just myself. And well, I'm sure a lot more than myself, Petrus, and Thorgrim.
What would you need? I, as a Galliard, can make sure that word is spread around, as well as Jared.
There will probably be more fighting to fight off these spirits.
For now, before we can figure that out, we should secure our own borders first. Right now, we're vulnerable. Let's focus on keeping each other alive. So, Air, go check the Umbra and see what you can find to keep this place hidden and safe.
Oh, hidden would be real nice.
I'll take first watch. Eric just picks up a sword and just starts walking around the forest again.
They're kind of glances at Veronica, just gives her a nod and goes on her way in searching of something that can hide this this former sept.
Grace will even do the obnoxious thing and like pick up her hands and cup them around her mouth and be like, "Try asking the mist spirits." Does a little wave if she gets like a glare back, like, "Hey."
Veronica says through the pack link, Air, you said there were ancestor spirits that were at the fighting area?
Yes, they were watching over Kinfolk.
Would you think they would watch over here too?
Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. They didn't seem too keen on fighting like they offered to initially back there, so can't safely say. Their purpose may have been specifically to walk over their kin.
What tribes were which ancestors were they of your tribe, or?
All I know is that they were Norsemen. There's no distinct way to tell anything else.
Okay. Abby, what can you do with surveillance? Is there any around this area?
Oui, there is the surveillance that I had when we were originally here. I can expand upon it. How large of an area do you want specifically?
Air, text Petrus on how big the area is, that if he knows.
The larger area that we take can make, how you say,
This area?
hours. The more that we have to cover and protect, and the easier it'll be to notice.
You know, truth be told, you probably only need to worry about. She like gestures over towards where all the
Pack me.
buildings. Oh, sorry, you're using names and stuff. Well, if y'all are in Pack Link, I guess I'll sit here.
The area that needs to be covered is likely the entirety of what was the bond for safety reasons.
Out of game, I just don't know the square feet of that, other than it's a lot.
It's more like, do you want them to cover the entire thing? Because there was an entire sept here before. Do you just want them to cover the area we're inhabiting right now?
That's probably the area that we're inhabiting now, or just by the Bawn area, so this way we can get a notice out of game.
All right. Let's see.
In the meantime, guys, I love you, but I gotta call this because I have to get ready for work.
That's fine. We can, if someone wants to start an actual post in the group, and then everyone can post in their suggestions and stuff, we can kind of hold a council by post.
Okay.
What people want to do, so we don't have to try and schedule another scene just to talk about how we're handling this. Does that work for everyone?
Sure.
Sort of a group blue
Yep.
book post. All right.
Okay.
Then we
Thank
will
you.
do that. Thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching. This has been another episode of Nightfall in Amsterdam.